Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. Morning, Ryan.
Good morning.
All right, let's show you what we got going on today. Nice, easy project. More and more, I'm liking these projects better than, big driveways and big patios that we do. This is a nice little project. We were here, oh boy, a year ago, 2 years ago, and we did their back patio. Now they have us back doing the front entranceway and the shed pad around back. I was here Friday doing demo. I didn't video that. I very seldom video on Fridays. So compliments of the homeowner gave me that footage that you saw of us doing demo. So thanks Deanna for that. Now that'll bring you up to speed to where we're at right now. So new front porch is 7.5 feet out and about 14 feet across. So it'll give them a nice place for some chairs, some potted plants. The old walking steps came out real tight to that wall. We're going to open this up and bring it all the way out to here. Open it up to the driveway. Looks like a step down from the porch onto the walkway, and then probably 2 steps, maybe 3, but I'm thinking 2 steps out here. Everything gets rolled slate, broken stone face. We're going to go with grays out here to tie it into the wall. And this is what we did last year. Same concept. We're going to do the rolled slate texture with our heavy stone as the border. This is what our work looks like a year and a half later. We're also going to put a shed pad right over there. I'll go over that in a little while. Looks good, looks good. Would I have changed anything? I'm looking for cracks. I don't think so. Looking good. Our intersect point here and here, coming right across there. That looks like it's working well. I don't even, maybe I see a hairline right there. Right there. So that worked out well. Okay, let's get these steps ready. I have a mixer held at 10 o'clock. Steven's bringing stone this way. So it should come together pretty quick, but we got to get moving here. So we'll put 2% fall coming away. Once they get that top framed, I centered the porch on the door. Now the walk will come up centered on the door, nice and inviting, and that's where it, hopefully, how do I want to say this? When you can, center it on the door. Don't be 3 or 4 inches off it. I get it. Sometimes you have to come up on an edge for whatever reason. But you want it to be close to center on the door. All right. Anything else happens, I'll bring up to speed. Need a gun?
Yeah.
Okay. Corner.
We're on it now.
Yeah. Got another Stanley going in the other corner. Tommy does right in front of him. $189.5.
I'm on this side, Tom.
Okay.
If it matters.
It does not.
I'm 187.5.
Can I go to you a bump?
Yeah, let me just take this out.
Yeah, when did equal distances off that wall?
Never trust anybody except your own tape measure.
It was 2 inches out, right?
Okay. 188 7/8.
Coming.
188. 188 and a quarter. Go a half. 188.5. Same. Lock it in. So once again, we'll pull a diagonal from corner to corner. Then we know we're square. All right, see you later. Have a good day. Let's double check that, Jim.
Sure.
I am 188 3/4.
Alright, I'm on this side.
Have it my way.
I'm on the edge.
You're on the edge. Okay, hold
That makes a difference.
on. I'm 188 3/4.
That's what I got.
Good.
Good. Good number. So we made a notch in our board. Down 7 1/4, 7 1/4. Centered on the door is my line. I went 3 feet each way. Now when this walk comes up, we'll take it a flare. Nice and inviting.
Quarter?
So quarter, 2% coming out, 2% coming out, and then they'll check it across. We should be level across the front. If levels are the same and everybody's reading a quarter the same. Next phase, I'd like to do this in one piece. I don't want those on there. So this is our AZAC 1x10. Let's do our inside first. Do you need anything moved over there? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll add on with a piece of 1x, but I think you're going to be good right there. That doesn't get any better than that. I think we're coming in way too far though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
Well, that's 4 foot where you're at. I cut it a foot big. So this, you're good out to there. And then I'll take this over, that's all. Okay. Things are happening now. No, down here. We gotta get this corner over.
Over the way. There.
Right here, dig this out. Leftover debris. Might have to haul some of this away. What's under this? More of that patio stuff. More treasure chest lid. you attached there?
No, I just. You want this down more?
No. No, not at all. Go ahead and screw a 2x4 straight up and down and then into it. And then that'll, I think we're kind of good. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Take this little section there out and we're good. Put your foot against this if you can. There we go. Drop that down in a little bit. I like that. Right there.
Oh, the whole part you're going down?
Mm-hmm.
I know you're dropping the whole thing down in here.
Why would you do that? Crazy.
Crazy, man.
Got a shorty screw? Or a screw gun? I got a screw. Okay, gun. Okay, the way that rolled out of there, we just had a hump on that far side where we put the other one in. 302, heal right away. Yeah. 6 at the top, 6 at the bottom, 4 in the middle.
Just go like that.
Open this up some, Matt. Give that a little reverse.
Right here?
Yeah. Let's see where we're at 4 here, because I'm 4.6. Yeah, we're over. I like that. Yeah. And then I had the Sawzall. You just want to notch it, and it'll kind of help hold it in place. You put it away. Ryan, come here, Sawzall, please. Thanks.
Got 2. They were selling them 2 for $5.
Hand on that for me.
You're going parallel with the driveway?
Yeah. That'll hold us there. We don't have to level that.
Right. Where's the level?
There.
What, equal distances right on the money?
Yeah. 11. And 11.
Right there. And up.
Oh, is that the backside?
You can go to the top.
No, the line. You're in the middle.
And put a little bit of fall right here.
That's right. It was the backside of the line.
Correct.
No, I had the board there.
No, you had it on the front.
Yeah.
That's a heavy quarter.
Good.
Light quarter.
All right, let me check something real quick and see. Good. Good. Yep, take it home. Good. Quarter and an eighth. So we're going to drop this side a little bit. It looks steeper than the driveway.
That's what I was rocking on.
Yeah.
Let me hang on to it.
Curve look better, Jim?
Yeah.
Push.
I'm pushing.
All right.
Eight.
That's the same as the driveway. All right.
I leave it right where it
Make
is.
sure we're not still coming up. That looks nice. We'll just give it something like that. What's that? Yeah, yep. Let's do square corners up here because we're square on these. Yeah, we can use an 8 across here and a 4 and a filler. We're done with that string. And then just clamp the front on. You're jumping the gun a little bit. We gotta get stone in there. They'll get all dirty. Okay, Steve showed up with some stone. Before we go up on our blocks, we like to get some weight off it. A little bit of weight off it. I wanted to adjust this step. I had it 11 inches back. These are 6'2", 6'2". So looking at it, I wanted to target this last step at 6'2" as well. While I had it off, let's get some stone in there. That way we're not fighting that hillside. Just do it the same way. Go for a ramp. Just a splash in there and we're good. I like it. got the new step in. 6'2", 6'2", 6'2". Okay. Saves the shoveling. Look at these amazing machines. Yeah. Give him a straight, Brian. Brian, straight. Okay. Looking all right. Still good? You want to turn and dump it in there. Just a little bit close. Next time he'll hold it out a little bit more. Or wiggle it up. Come in more. One more. Good. There we go. Flash guards work lovely. One or two more and that'll help. There we go. Need a taste of water in that or just a little lump? Okay. Alright, I'll just get a little bit of this and I'll jump in and help. Rebar drilled into the house, setting on a foundation. There we go. Yeah. I will put this down and join in. Okay, back here hitting this shed pad, just getting my camera set up. That's how I get my shots, just whatever I can use. I had a tripod, a couple of tripods. They're all broken. Run into them and throw them in the back of the truck at the end of the day, and before you know it, it's missing a leg, it's missing a connector. So we figure out how to make it work. Okay, 12 by 20, let's go. Put your edge in. And here's what I like. Do that nice and slow, fill that in. Keep the heel of the float a little higher than the toe of the float. Now whenever I straight edge it, I'm not trying to fill in, it's all cutting. Just FYI, in case you were wondering. I can cut it down. Once I see a mark the whole way, I know I'm good. This is like the perfect slump. What's this, a 3.5, 4? Not splashing everywhere. Little game I play in my head. Only 17 feet to go. Only 16 feet to go. Before you know it, you're done. Okay, I'll bring you up to speed. We're cutting in our border around the 3 sides of the porch, across the front of the steps, and then we're using this handy tool. Is there still a name on it? Let me get the Superior. Oh, there you go. Superior. So this edger, groover, whatever, groover, puts the groove right at the bottom of our step. So Steve's going to demonstrate this. That's the weakest part of the step, is right at the bottom of the riser. That's the thinnest. So now we can move our cuts a little bit closer. If there wasn't step liner, we're going to try putting it in as soon as we pull that board out for our riser. Maybe we can get it right at the base of the step. I think we can, but not today. So right at the base. Right at the base. Use it just like an edger, just like a groover. Light pressure against the form in the direction you're going. Scrape a little to fill in the corners. You could even do that and leave a finished edge mark with it if you wanted. So right at the base of the walk in the porch, guaranteed it's going to crack right in there. So now we know where it's going to crack. Keep those fingers crossed. Okay. I got that at Decacrete. I just wanted to talk about it real quick. We've used it, I think we used it on your project, Steve, right? Your exposed aggregate driveway porch steps?
We did.
Yeah.
Yep, we did.
Home stretch here. I always take my float and scrape these boards clean. And that's the reason why. You know, when you're doing that, you don't want all that debris falling in. Alright. More cut. This pad is 14 feet long by 7.5 feet out. So we want to put a cut right in the center. We're going to bring it over and then we'll cut it down the face. And we're going to cut it across there. I don't want to bring the cuts out into this pad. So we're going to dive that down with our chop saw and end that cut back at the intersection. Okay, we'll close this video out. This was really hard grading, full of roots, sticks, twigs. But I like the plane we have blending down into the yard. There it is, all done. 20 by 12, one center cut, smooth finish. Let's head around front. We were just talking about nightmares. Steve was telling us a funny one, or maybe I cut you off and you didn't get to finish it because this was typical. We just finished pouring. Big Show was the driver. So I hope he's watching this. And I have no idea what happened, but the truck stopped working. The driver disappeared. So you know how you start making decisions and you think it's a good decision and then it's not such a good decision, and you try and make another one and then the decision just keeps getting worse and worse, and every time you make a decision that you think you're improving a bad situation, you're just digging that hole deeper and deeper and deeper. So
That was a lot.
I'm just drawing a picture for you, painting a good picture. So we decide, when I say we, it was me, I decide to hook a chain to the front of the mixer, and we're going to pull it back to the concrete plant. Nobody in the truck's not running. You know, that's in my dream, so you can't really rationalize it. So we're on Mars Evans City Road. Of course, the hook comes off the chain, truck's disconnected, it rolls down this super long driveway.
So wait, this is a dream you had?
This is a dream.
Okay.
Yeah, this did not really happen. So
I'm racking my head.
This truck rolls down the driveway, jumps over a mulch bed, and flips on its side. And you and I are sitting in the front seat of my truck, looking at in the mirror, looking at that, like, uh-oh. So I pull my truck down. We start running down the driveway, and the whole time I'm thinking, how am I going to explain this to Jeff? I woke up shaking, like, what is going on? So, funny nightmare.
Funny nightmare. Matt, you got any?
You got any?
I don't remember exactly. But
And I never dreamed.
Big pour. I
Yeah.
have some weird mixer dreams.
Oh my gosh. And I hardly ever remember my dreams, but that was just like 2 nights ago.
Oh, that was a new one.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Last step. I'll get this one. What a nice look. Okay, there it is, all drying. This cleaned up a lot nicer. Still some debris in it, but looking pretty good. That's how we'll leave it. Back tomorrow, coloring, sealing. This is our heavy stone pattern. You can see the deep veining. We do that at the fronts of the steps, at the treads. It looks great, and nobody will ever slip on that. What a great look. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll do a splash of storm gray for our permatique antiquing, and then sealer. Still going in good? If that joint smashes shut, we can hit it with a grinder tomorrow, but it looks pretty good. You got a couple lines there, huh? Is that what you're trying to work on?
Yeah. Get everything you need for back there. I got my trowel. Yeah, over there's the joiner and the other trowel.
Okay. A little bit of cleanup. And I'll just show you this. Just a smooth finish. They'll put a shed pad on here, and then it just sweeps up a little bit nicer. So all smooth. One cut down the center. We know it wants to crack center. All right. Clean up the topsoil a little bit. They used to have a big, I don't know, maple tree right here. And so we've got a lot of debris in the topsoil. It's not cleaning up real nice, but they can rake it and get that stuff out of there, and the topsoil left behind is pretty nice. Okay, let's get everything cleaned and to the truck.